Hello there, welcome back to Stella of the End. Where we're going that way. I don't know which way that is, but we're going that way. We pick our way along the rugged road, stepping over debris and stray chunks of concrete. It's still easier going than hiking through mountains or forests, though. Behind me, Philia finds an old doll in the rubble and tries to pick it up. It breaks, clean in two. Bottom half remains buried, while the top half turns to goo in her hand.
黒い。何をやってるんだか。
Main battery starts running low. Have to switch to auxiliary power. At least he has backup power supply. Didn't expect to drain so quickly. That's another consequence of being near the city. The interference it causes me keep our scans at max output, get anything useful. Hey, you have to have that full power all the time. Suddenly, some yellow icons appear in my retinals. I stop in my tracks and crouch down. Ilya isn't paying attention and bumps into me. But once she sees what I'm doing, crouches too. These yellow icons are part of my custom scan settings. They appear when anything potentially dangerous is nearby. Overland directly across my vision.
どうしたの？死体だ。
Okay. I can't help sucking in my breath. Ahead of us are several wooden beams, each one with a skeleton tied to it. These three in a total all lined up next to each other. The corpses have tires around their necks. It looks as though they were burned to death. Inch closer, running various analysis protocols. My terminal. Hey, it's either reasonably close or something else. When I'm about halfway there, the carbon dating results come back.
古いものだな。
A good thing. Hope. I relax a little bit. A little, but Philia remains stiff and nervous. I check our surroundings. Doesn't seem like we're being watched. Not optically, at least.
シュード。嫌なら見ないでいい。これ、殺されたの？処刑されたんだろう。
Yeah. Does depend on
どう
circumstance.
して？
All that.
理由はわからん。死後20年以上経ってる。ただ、憎しみのこもった殺し方だな。敵対者たちだったんだろう。
Position they've been placed in deliberately. They're all facing forward towards the city. Is there any significance?
して。
警告でもあるな。ここは自分たちの縄張りだから近寄るなという。
Yeah, it happens. We're kind of trying to warning others to stay away. Oh, yeah, his face does that.
どうして。
Asking the same question an awful lot. I turn around and see her crying.
もうこういうのいいのに。
Well, too bad.
生きるためには敵を遠ざけ。
Yeah. Think of her again. I had countless conversations like this with her. About what's cruel and what's necessary. I did my best to address her concerns with logical arguments. This is just human nature. Violence is a necessary evil. Stuff like that. Yeah, it is. Can't expect to always have a peaceful talk. But it's suggested to always talk first, violence later. But still, talk first. But she wouldn't accept that. So freaking bad. He could never quite reach an understanding. Or maybe it's just that I couldn't understand her. Carrying guns and fighting to survive seemed totally natural to me. It still does. But logic wasn't the problem. It was more a matter of emotion, of compassion, so she said. Rival doesn't care.
あまり考えすぎるな。行くぞ。
I try to urge Philia on, but she doesn't budge. She always seems to sink into a gloomy mood when faced with death. That's not a good thing, if you ask me. I'm more concerned with making sure we don't end up like like this over ourselves.
多分ね。
ん
大変だからこんなことが起こるんだよ。
大変
食べるものがなかったり、物が少なかったり、そういうのを取り合っちゃうからひどいことになるんだ。
そいつはまあ、至極当然の理屈だな。
Possibly.
物が十分にあればいいんだ。そうしたらきっと解決するよ。
Well, it all comes down to resources. It's not as simple as that, but I stay quiet. Some high-tech machines that handle things like water purification, food production, still exist today. But that hasn't gotten rid of inequality. If a town has a machine that can feed 1,000 people, it will thrive. But they'll inevitably reject accepting a 1,001st person into the community. It's harsh, but that's the reality of this world. There's no use in lamenting every single day tragedy that comes across.
もう行くぞ。古い処刑場だが、生き残りがいないとも限らん。
Still nothing. But she's not ignoring me. More like she can't move. She's shell-shocked. Emotionally. Exhausted. I've seen it before. the only thing I can do is wait until Ophelia recovers enough to start walking again. And that may take a while. Foraging on through the town, we see more bodies here and there.
この人たちも処刑されちゃったの？
この連中は多分処刑した側だな。
下側。
From the look of it, the ones died natural deaths. They definitely weren't made an example of
飢
anyway.
えて死んだか病気か骨格に破損がないから戦争ではないな。
飢えて。
抗争に勝って縄張りを手に入れたが食料が手に入らなかったのかもしれんな。よくあることだ。
Yeah.
よし、ここにするか。
Find a building that's empty, safe from collapses. Celia gets like this, tends to cheer up once she's had some time to rest. I decided to make tonight's dinner a little bit special. How so? Pasta, bean soup, and corned beef. It's a pretty luxurious meal, if I do say so myself. After dinner, Ophelia rests her head on the windowsill, and gazes into the ink black night.
暗視機能があるのか。
ない。
何か見えるか。
夜。
私的なことを言う。
Of course.
端末に暗視機能があるから試してみたらいかがだ。
そういうのがあるんだ。
Yeah.
おもちゃ程度の機能だがな。
端末って便利だね。何でもできちゃう。
便利にしたんだ、俺が。
Yeah. The terminal's camera can be adjusted to let in more light. It should be enough for Philia to make out darkened streets. Having it installed puts my mind at ease, if nothing else.
あ、見えた。
光は出さないようにしてくれ。目立つからな。
オッケー。
面白いものや不思議なもの、危険なものを発見したら教えていただけるか。
任せて。
She actually, she's actually starting to get the hang of this. Soon enough, I'll be able to trust her more with more important tasks. If everything goes according to plan, our next stop will be the mountain. Right? Could be that bad, I hope. Food and water will be a little easier. Come by there. Come by there. And once we reach the plateau beyond the terrain, it shouldn't be a problem. Starting straight on from there, we'll eventually reach our next checkpoint. From all my talk, this being a long, perilous journey, it might not end up being too bad. Celia calls to me, interrupting my thoughts.
シュード、
なんだって。
子供がいる。
Hey, I join her at the
どこ
window.
だ。
都市の下の方。
Turn my own night vision using imaging software. Further augment what I see. Following the coordinates from Philia's terminal, turn towards the same spot.
本当だな。
There's a kid up there. A young girl. From this distance, you can see her face. But she's obviously in pretty sorry condition. Her clothes are mostly tattered rags. She's squatting on the outer walls of the city. Maybe that's the outer limit of her territory. Just beyond her, I can see a crack in the walls leading inward. They probably cannot connect to the same main space we glimpsed of earlier. Didn't think the girl could have got up there any other way. Pretty high up. Enough that a fall would kill her. But she looks completely at ease. Used to being up there, she must deal with heights like that every day.
何してるんだろう。
What? That's a good question. And we're gonna have somebody answer next episode. So, I hope you guys have a great one time and a great day too. Well, I question what these two are gonna plan to do. I'll see you guys next time.